close on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from the Superdome. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First play, Watson to the air. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. It's Kyle Duggar who picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Ross, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, these 2 teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
absolutely stunned to come away with a loss on that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover. But they've still got work to do to get to field goal range. And the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on second and 10. Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray to throw on third and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Thielen, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Chubb on the counter. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down this stretch, this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 33 on third down. To throw is Watson. Open man is Palmer. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can.
He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans.
CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks who can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. First down, Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Murray going to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw. Very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively.
A touchdown, New Orleans. Kyler Murray, 32 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. Out is
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
You know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Play after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. Is going to wind up a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
He's going to field this at the 4. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now Murray off play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Play fake. Murray.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing again, Murray. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Murray. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Takes it to about the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Buccaneers 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints 36-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
They run again on first down. Chubb. But he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run it again with Chubb. Only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Chubb again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on third down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
130 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Back to throw it. Murray going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.